Poetry is my passion. The written word is the air I breathe, and every bit as necessary as oxygen. I come from a long line of teachers and preachers and musicians and people that enjoy talking to people and being in front of people. And I only have 2 poems to share with you tonight because, except for haiku, I have not yet learned how to write a short poem. So it is my privilege and my honor to get to share the inner workings of my mind with all of you this evening. The police are asking the public's help this evening for any information that could lead to the arrest or capture of the world's most beloved entertainer, Boxcar Willie. This Sunday, $5 from every ticket sold will go to support the tireless efforts of our enemies, who even now are laboring laboriously to develop weapons of natural male enhancement. Why, after only 2 weeks, Richard feels ready for the fire and brimstone that will rain from the sky on the day that the Lord comes again. And to all of you out there at home who sent in your salvation money this week, I would just like to say, wake up, America. We were deceived. They sold and we bought. We stopped looking things up when we heard them on TV. Things like buy now, pay later, eat your green spinach, and drive an SUV. So we whipped out our credit cards, skipped the fine print, drank the Kool-Aid, and we believed. Maybe we should have paid more attention to where we were going, but now the curtain's up and the movie's already showing. You know the one where the terrorist turns out to be the soccer mom, and the president drops the bomb, and the angry giant wakes up from his nap as the mighty Titanic is starting to sink, and the clock on the wall, like a time bomb, keeps ticking. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, because the hour is later than we think. Wake up, America, and give me a home where no refugees roam, and a cell phone, and some lawn gnomes, and some hope, and a job, and a loan. And will someone tell the weatherman his predictions were wrong? And it's time to let our boys and our girls come back home, to protect us from these corporate hyenas and fanatic jackals that would feast on our bones. Home? Home is today, where it's not okay to conserve or to save or speak out on injustice or fight for what's right or smoke cigarettes or protest or pray. In the land of the grieved and the home of the graves, where seldom are heard the inspiring words of the Bible, the Buddha, Muhammad, Mark Twain. Where the laws are all made in an ivory city by men that we've paid to keep us hungry, divided, in line, and afraid. But perhaps they've shown us the way. If it's true what they say, then maybe the planet can be saved by electing crooks, fueled and heated by burning books, by feeding the poor with platitudes and cliches, where every thirst can be quenched and every sorrow drowned in an endless ocean filled with acid rain, where we've all been transformed into drones that conform. And why we want this, I can't quite explain. And my last one tonight, I'll use the podium. It's more of a poem. It's my most recent work. It's about an experience I had this past summer. Just one stolen moment that seemed to stretch out for much longer. It will take me longer to finish this sentence than to count the moments that pass between us. Fleetly, swiftly, passing seconds when I, thought in vain, tried to catch your eye. What did you do? What did you say? I don't even think you said hi. All you had to do was smile. I was the poet on stage, denouncing corporate greed and public lies. You were the girl from Delaware with the silly, clever, brilliant, beautiful blue eyes. Funny how I kissed you and you're the one who apologized. Asked forgiveness when none was necessary. I thought about you that whole week in Austin and 1,000 times since, and not being able to understand why has not stopped me from asking the question 100 times more since August. All I can come up with is this. I've always lived life believing that all it takes is one single second to change the rest of your life.
that anything is possible. I don't know how else to say it, but that moment, that day, that 1 minute, the kiss I stole from you, mere seconds true, has lived on for hours, days, lives on still. And that's the best part of experience once lived, can be relived over and over forever at the convenience of the one bold enough to cause its existence. I guess I could explain myself, my brash impulsiveness in myriad ways, all of them plausible. The crowded hall, the bodies pressed closely, feeling frisky because it was my birthday, the intoxication of poetry, the scandal, the shock value, the Maker's Mark whiskey, anything's possible. But the truth is, I saw you. I looked into your eyes, melted into your smile, saw your arms and realized that I was already in them. I knew your silky, slender, tattooed arm was supposed to be draped over my tattooed shoulder. The truth is, I was kissing you before I even left that stage. In the 3 minutes it took me to indict the hypocrisy of our dishonest society, my life sped up and went on without me. Luckily, it walked up to the most beautiful woman in the room and started kissing her passionately. I was just sprinting to catch up with what was already happening. Remember me as the guy who came back to Austin in style, as sensitive, reckless, artistic, and wild, as a sucker for your smile, as the poet who didn't win first prize but won the night, as the guy who started off the second year of the best decade of his life so far exactly right, the guy who never went to Europe but has been crisscrossing this country his entire life because he knows that his life is already perfect, that everything he's ever wanted, ever dreamed is happening right now. All he has to do is find himself in it. You wanted to know what it was about you? You asked like it was a question, like I had any choice. The truth is, you were always standing in that hall. I was always on that stage. You have always been reading these words. Right now, we are still kissing that kiss. And it's not over yet. You are still at your balcony. I am still at the hotel, looking down on 6th Street. Down on the sidewalk, it is still my birthday. Tomorrow is the day we met.